What's going on, good people? It is I, the Empress K, and we are here for 600 Seconds with HYLO Art. And today we have CJ joining us today. CJ, thank you so much for being here. Y'all make some noise for him.
You're welcome.
So, from my understanding, this is your second time being here with HYLO Art. Thank you so much for joining us again for 600 Seconds.
Okay.
Happy to have you here. So, if you will, how did you get started in what you do?
Well, short version of the story. My dad is a DJ, so I've always sung. I come from like my dad's side, the whole side of that family, everybody musically inclined. You know, my brother, he was he passed a year ago, but he was a musician in his own right. So I grew up in music. It's my thing.
Okay. So as far as your influences and inspirations, talk a little bit about that with us.
Well, of course, it's like most of the classics, because I consider myself a soul singer, which means I can sing anything if it's having feeling. So like Otis Redding or James Brown, Aretha Franklin, Gladys Knight, Patti LaBelle, Prince, Michael Jackson. It's an array of different artists, different genres. Phil Collins, I go on and on. Just a lot of different people.
What you know about Phil?
I know a lot about Phil.
That's awesome. So how did you get your stage name?
My stage name, so CJ is actually my nickname, and I just added 2 E's, a A, and a Y.
Okay.
That's it.
Gotcha.
But it's actually my nickname, and I couldn't be like other artists and be like, well, I'm gonna use this. So I was like, well, hey, CJ fit. If that's what everybody know me by, I'm gonna go with that.
Yeah. Hey, if it works. So would you rather perform live or in a studio?
Do I have to choose?
If you had to choose, which one would you prefer?
If I had to choose, if I really had to choose, it would depend on something. I would have to say live, because I like the energy of the people. I like the reaction from the people when they hear me sing, because it's like, at first they just like, okay, who's this light-skinned boy? This country talking boy coming in here, you know what I'm saying? And then when I get on stage and I open my mouth, it's like, so I have to say live.
Okay, cool. So Boogie Brown.
Boogie Brown.
What's your relationship with Boogie Brown?
Boogie, I actually met Boogie here at my house. It was in the open mic. Somebody was singing a song. I ain't like the way they were singing it, just being honest. And it was the end of the song, and the band was just vibing, and I was like, I had never been here, and that was my first time here, so I came up and I just started singing. And Boogie was like, this is my show. But it went from that to him like, you coming back next week, and then it kind of formed like a brotherhood, like kind of like a mentor student type, bond. I kind of look up to him to a certain extent, you know what I'm saying? But that's bro.
Yeah. That's awesome. So have you ever considered being a model?
A model? You think I got the looks for it?
You got the look, yeah.
Appreciate it. I mean, I can see it. I'm looking a little rough today, but
You're fine. And that's another reason you should consider being a model. So do you have any upcoming events or projects?
Upcoming events or projects. Actually, I plan on releasing the EP, my first actual project. I've done a lot of different stuff, like background vocals and stuff of that nature, but like my first project, I plan on releasing that sometime later this year. And since you mentioned Boogie, I don't want to say too much. I hope I don't get in trouble for it. But we have something coming up that will be like a series almost. And you can catch me a few places on the East Coast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So what's your favorite childhood memory?
My favorite childhood memory. My favorite childhood memory would have to be getting together with my family, like my immediate family, because I have 2 older siblings, and my mom and my dad, and just listening to music. And I'm the only one has the ability to really, really sing. So it's like them making me sing all these different parts and telling me to do this a certain way. And just those times where we would, just sit in music all day, for hours at a time.
Yeah.
That's my favorite childhood memory.
Aw, that's beautiful. So if you could visit anywhere in the world, what's one place you would most like to visit?
Any place in the world. I gotta say Detroit, just because I hear the music, the musicianship, it's like on the thousand there, so I say Detroit.
Okay, okay. Do you have a favorite comedy TV show or movie?
Well, I ain't gonna lie. Like I said, I'm a musical person, so I like anything with music. So like Five Heartbeats and The Temptations, Dreamgirls, like going and on. And like my favorite comedy, I ain't gonna say show, but my favorite comic is Lavelle Crawford.
Okay.
Like that's my boy. I think he's funny.
Yeah. He is pretty funny. So a music playlist. If you could put together a 2-song playlist, 1 song for the day, 1 song for the night, what 2 songs would they be?
2 songs. See, y'all making this hard for me. 2 songs. Let me see. This is so hard. Why is this so hard?
Or if you had to, who would your top 3 artists be?
My top 3 artists, I can definitely do that. Right now, can I do right now? Okay, so right now, like my top 3 artists, I don't know if anybody know him, but it's a guy from Charlotte, actually, North Carolina, by the name of Samo. That's one of my top artists. I would have to say I like Chris Brown. That's the influence. And if I can name like 1 female, I'd probably say Jasmine Sullivan. You don't get no better than that.
Okay.
And of the past, of course, the late great Whitney Houston, an inspiration. Prince and Patti LaBelle. I have to say.
Okay.
I say that.
Okay.
My top 3.
That's a nice little mix. Okay. If you could work with 1 creative, who would that be?
If I can work with 1 creative, I will work with. If I can work with 1 creative, who would I work with? That's hard too. That's a hard question. If I could work with 1 creative, I'd probably work with Chris Brown, just because it's just so easy for him to come up with, these songs. Like, as you see, like he features a lot, and most of the songs that he features, he write the entire song and he give them to other people. And like his whole creative process when it comes to making the beats and arranging his vocals and putting certain things in place, like even his live performances. So like I say Chris Brown.
Okay. What would be your I made it moment?
My what? Say that again.
What would be your I made it moment?
My I made it moment. I can make it sound good, but I'm gonna answer this question a different way. I don't feel like I will ever make it, because, not to get too churchy, if you will, but I don't feel like my gift is my own. I feel like when I sing, I'm bringing somebody joy who hasn't had joy, or somebody enjoying their stuff for that moment. I've had people come up to me and say, you did something for me. You changed my life. Not even church-wise, just a regular performance, singing the blues or R&B or whatever, So I don't ever feel like I made it. I feel like I've made it every time a person comes to me and they feel like I've made a difference musically.
Yeah. I can definitely feel that, most certainly. So let me ask you, CJ, why should people follow and support you?
People should follow and support me, not only because I'm gonna try my best to entertain you, because that's ultimately what I am, an entertainer. So I'm gonna try my best to entertain you, but also I feel like I have something to offer. And if you don't follow me, you might be missing out. So it's best to follow me now, catch me while you can.
Y'all better catch it, okay? So with that, so people can catch you, how can they follow and support you?
You can follow me on Instagram at the singer_CEE JAY, all lowercase, no space. It's the same thing on TikTok. You can follow me on my Snapchat at CJ.98 and on my Facebook at just CJ, capital CEE, capital JAY.
Awesome. Do you have any final shout outs?
I want to give a shout out to HYLO Art for inviting me and having me here. I appreciate that.
Most certainly, most certainly. So with that, you will be performing later, right?
That's what they told me. That's what they told me.
Okay. Well, since that's what they told you, I'm looking forward to it. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you so much for joining us. Y'all make some noise for CJ. CJ tonight.
Thank y'all.
Thank you.
You know the words, sing along.
Oh, he ready. So without further ado, coming to the stage, Mr. CJ. Y'all make some noise for CJ.
I don't know what it is that you've done to me, but it's caused me to act in such a crazy way. Whatever it is when you do what you do to me. Oh, it's a feeling that I understand. And my heart starts beating triple times with thoughts of loving you on my mind. Can't figure out just what to do when all I know is you.
What it say, y'all?
I get so I lose all control. There's something takes over me, and things get so amazing. This kind of this, I want you to stay with me by my side. I swallow all the fire, your love is so sweet. Knocks me right off of my feet, and it's great right here. Hey, time after time, I try to fight it. But Lord, strong said it keeps on falling on. So resistance is down when you're cross fade. And I don't wanna be alone. Said my heart starts beating triple times with thoughts of loving you on my mind. I can't figure out just what to do when all in there is you. I get so in the news, I can hardly speak. I lose all control. There's something that goes with me, and the days ain't so amazing. This kind of things I want you to stay with me by my side. I swallow all the fire, your love is so sweet. It knocks me right off my feet.
I'm gonna let y'all